The state funeral for Iran's late President Ebrahim Raisi is underway in Tehran. Tens of thousands of Iranians are now gathered at Freedom Square in the capital to pay their respects. Raisi's body will later be taken to his home city of Mashhad for burial on Thursday. Iran is marking its third of 5 official days of mourning announced by the supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Let's cross over to Resul, Sardar, our correspondent in Freedom Square in the Iranian capital. Of course, we've been seeing all morning many thousands arriving to pay their respects, and also many senior dignitaries from the region also arriving too.
Indeed. So the supreme leader of the country, Ali Khamenei, he has just led the prayer for the late President Ebrahim Raisi, the foreign minister Hussein Amir Abdullahian, the local governor of East Azerbaijan province, and the 6 others, in total 9 people. And yes, here we can see that thousands and thousands of people are pouring to this area, the funeral area, which is being held from the Revolution Square to the Freedom Square behind me. It is roughly around 5 kilometers, and soon we are expecting the coffins also to be taken to the area. So it's going to be having a short journey between the 2 symbolic squares of the capital. And you will see that most of people here are in black as a show of mourning for the late president and his companions. On the other hand, there are the foreign dignitaries, guests also attending the funeral. The Hamas political chief, Ismail Haniyeh, is here. So the deputy prime minister of India, the representatives from Taliban, from Afghanistan, the prime minister of Iraq, the foreign minister and the vice president of Turkey, and also the prime minister of Pakistan. They're all here attending the funeral.
And of course, now Iranians and the politicians have 50 difficult days because we're heading towards an election that will choose a new president and perhaps a new tone as well coming out of Tehran.
Indeed. So now the acting president, Mohammad Muhbir, who was previously the vice president of the country, is in charge of the presidential affairs, the state affairs. He's running the state affairs here. But the presidential election is already set to be held on 28th of June. So the candidates are going to apply starting from May 13th until June the 3rd for 5 days, and apply to run for the president. And the guardian of the council, the guardian council, is going to select, to pick who can run and who cannot. So those who are disqualified are going to be out of the race, and those who are qualified are going to run, and they are going to start their election campaign starting from June 12th until June 27th. And on June 28th there will be election. And of course in Iran, so the elections are symbolic, are symbolically also important, because the turnout in the country is the primary source of the legitimacy. And in the last couple of elections, we are seeing that a trend of decline in this turnout. The last one, the parliamentary election, it was roughly around 41%, which was the lowest since the Islamic Revolution. And that is definitely worrisome for the political establishment here. And people are saying that Iranians are losing faith in elections, whether they are going to be bringing any change or not. But for the political establishment, it is extremely important to have a high turnout. And that's why it seems that they are going to mobilize all the means to have a high turnout on the presidential elections that is going to be held on June 28th.
Resul Sardar there for us in Tehran. Thank you. Let's just show you those live pictures coming out of Tehran of the funeral of the late President Ebrahim Raisi, who was killed in a helicopter crash on the 19th of May.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.